What's up? It's your boy Fats. Hit that like and subscribe button for your boy if you can. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you also can as well. Go ahead and put that notification button on there so that you can be the first ones to hear the videos once they drop. You know. But yeah, much love. Hope everybody have a peaceful day. Let's get into this video. You don't want to go to prison because when you go to prison, you have to learn how to protect yourself. And the only way that you're going to be able to protect yourself is by getting you some type of thing to where you can kind of, make sure that you're going to be on point with yourself. And what I mean by that is getting you one of those things right there. I call it the fire. That's what we call it. You might want to check out my video on how to protect yourself so you can kind of get an understanding of this whole situation that I'm about to talk about. But yeah, one day I get up in the morning, saying you do your normal stuff, you look out in the day room, see everybody moving around, I come back downstairs, Now it's this dude named Mr. T. Now Mr. T, he was one of those type of dudes that been down for a long time. He finally got his custody, and he was probably he was in a medium institution at that time, so he was kind of working his way down. But shit, he probably been down probably about 25 years. So me and him, I always used to hang out, together, whatever. But yeah, that's how I end up getting my little thing, my little fire stick, That's what I'm gonna call it, the fire stick, So that you can kind of understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's fire stick. But yeah, he ended up, selling me one of those things. And how he ended up getting it was he got it through the Indians. And now the Indians, like I said, they be in their little tents and stuff. They had little secret grounds, so people couldn't really go over on their little grounds, but they be in there making them little things with the heat and stuff and all that, the way that they can kind of make it a little sharp. But yeah, he ended up giving me one. So I was like, shit, I was cool. After that, making sure that I was on point with everything. I didn't try to, brag and boast that I had one, but if somebody got down and dirty, whatever, I would pull it out and let them know that I ain't playing or whatever. But yeah, when you got one of those things, like I said, you got to keep a good place, to where you can hide it at, because you don't want nobody to end up stealing your stuff like they did mine, But they was Mr. T playing it out to where kind of taught me a lesson to where I couldn't keep it out there. I had to make sure that I kept it on me at all times, regardless of the situation or whatever. If I get rolled up for it or whatever, make sure that I'm going to protect myself, That's one of the things that you always got to think about when you're in the penitentiary, because if you ain't thinking about protecting yourself and making sure that you on point with everything, you can end up getting yourself, kind of pulled out when it comes to certain things like that. But yeah, me and him was always cool. I don't really know the whole situation or whatever. I just know kind of how it would play out because, like I said, I was locked down at this time. But yeah, as time went on, me and Mr. T got real cool and stuff. We always sit at the domino table. He gamble, I lose, So I already knew how he played it out. He'd sit at the domino table all the time, doing this thing. So whoever new come in there, if they like to mess with him or talk to him or whatever, they'll sit down, play dominoes, and that's how he get him in. But he learned things, from him, because he kind of tells you what all goes on in the penitentiary and what you need to be watching out for, just in case if one of them booty bandits, whatever, roll up on you or whatever. He just kind of give you a little rundown on everything while you're playing dominoes, whooping your butt, and then y'all finally end up gambling. But yeah, I already knew how he played, so I kind of, backed away from him after me and him kind of did everything that we were supposed to be doing. So I'm sitting up in there, I'm looking at the newcomers, over there playing dominoes with him, saying to myself, shit, he running game on him at all times, So one day, I'm sitting up there, I'm watching him. Like I said, he got this one dude over there. I think his name was Perry, you know. And Perry, he was kind of young, one of the kind of big dudes, kind of bald headed, whatever. He had a bunch of tattoos on his face at this time. So I'm looking at him playing with him. I'm like, shit, dang, they over there kicking it, You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I already knew what type of person Mr. T was, so I'm kind of looking at that whole situation like that, had hitting them down there. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking to myself, shit, what they are over there doing, that gambling or whatever, because they were doing it, you know what I'm saying, consecutively, like every day, all day long. You know what I'm saying? I guess dude, then when they go to the yard or whatever, they always was over there playing dominoes or whatever at the table. So I already knew that they was kind of gambling and stuff going on. So one day I was in the child hall just sitting up in there chilling, eating my food. Mr. T sat down at the table with me. He was like, hey, you know what I'm saying, what type of dude Perry is? And I was like, shit, I don't know, man. I said, shit, I just seen him, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really did no type of business with him or anything like that, because at this time I was kind of had little things moving. I ain't never did no business with him. He didn't smoke no cigarettes or do no type of drugs. So he wasn't over there at the gang members table. So he was probably just a neutral individual. So Mr. T was like, shit, what type of dude Perry is? And I was like, shit, I don't really know, man, you know. And he was like, shit, you want to go and get one of them fire sticks? And I was like, I'll do it. He was like, yeah, man, you want to get one of them? And I was like, shit, but I don't really know what type of person he is or whatever. And I was like, shit, man, shit, he might be cool, he might not. I don't know, man, because like I said, I ain't really did no type of dealings or no type of dealing and trading with him or anything like that, so I don't know. So Mr. T was like, shit, I don't know, man. Shit, I just don't feel right about it, but I'm going to go ahead, holler at the Indians and see what's, you know what I'm saying, what they can put together for them. I was like, shit, all right, man, you know what I'm saying? So shit, they end up, you know, I don't know whatever happened, but they was at the table for a minute, you know, since still playing dominoes and stuff. So then one day I come out, I'm sitting up at the table, you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at everything, you know, Mr. T ain't at the table. So I'm like, dang, man. I said, is he all right, man, you know? Because shit, like I said, he always get up and he always be at this table. So there ain't no, he's like clockwork, boom, at this table every motherfucking day, you know? So I'm looking at him at the table, you know, I don't see him and stuff. So I'm like, shit, should I go down there and talk to him, you know what I'm saying, or whatever? But by that time they called child. So we had to move, everybody was going to child. I said, I'm gonna go down here and holler at him. So when I come down the stairs down there to my little downstairs, that's when I seen him. I was like, shit, man, what's up, man? I was like, shit, you ain't playing dominoes today? He was like, shit, I'm gonna play a little bit later. He said, shit, I don't feel good, you know what I'm saying, right now. I guess his stomach was hurting or something like that. But I was looking at him, I was like, shit, I don't even sound like, you know what I'm saying, something that I'm just I just know him because, like I said, I've been knowing him a long time, you know. He was like, shit, man, hey, Kansas City, man, you know, I just don't even feel good, man, right now. I'm just probably just going to turn around and go back up in the room. So I was like, shit, all right. So I go to child. He go back to his room, you know. A little bit later, you know, I'm sitting up there. I ain't seen him out there again. So I'm like, shit, that, you know, I ain't really paying no mind because, like I said, he told me his stomach was hurting. So I was like, shit, maybe he's just in one of those kind of situations right there where he just don't want to be involved, bothered with nobody or whatever. So I go back up to my little room, sitting up in there for about 20 minutes, you know, right before they did the library call. So I go out to the library, you know, out there at the library. So I'm out there, you know, and that's when, you know what I'm saying, I see Perry in the library. So I'm like, shit, you know, I ain't say nothing to him or whatever. I just seen him over there talking to a couple of individuals, and I can see him, you know, under the table, you know what I'm saying, showing this little thing or whatever. So to his little people or whatever. It wasn't nobody like in no other gangs or whatever. It was just probably some other people that he knew that was just like normal people or whatever. He's just probably just telling them that they got one of them, you know what I'm saying? So just in case if one of their crew needed it or whatever, they can pass it off. Or I guess they can move it around the facility. One person keep it this day, one person keep it that day, one person keep it like that. That way you don't get yourself, you know, caught up in one of them shakedowns, because in one of them shakedowns, shit, fuck around and end up your fire stick is gone, and once your fire stick is gone, shit, it's kind of crazy. You be kind of mad because all the money that you spend on it, you probably spend about 25, $30 on one of those sticks. So I'm seeing them over there doing their little stuff. Boom, he look at me over there, look at me. Because me and Mr. T, what I'm saying, kind of hang out. So he look at me kind of funny, and I'm looking at him like, shit, why you looking at me like that? It's just the way that a person will look at you. You know how, what I'm saying, anybody ever know that, like, you in a restaurant, or you might be at the mall or something like that, and somebody look at you kind of crazy, and they be like, shit, you got to look at them like, shit, you all right, man, or whatever, or say something to them because they looking at you kind of with some type of look on their face, like they want to do something to you. That's how he was looking at me, and I looked up, and I just got up, and walked on out. Didn't really say nothing. So the next day, like I said, Mr. T still didn't come out, to his day room out there to play dominoes. So then this time I was like, shit, I'm gonna go down here and holler at him, what I'm saying? Maybe he just needs somebody to kind of talk to. Because, like I said, when a person's on a routine every day and they do something consistently all the time, you kinda know their little routine and stuff. So I'm looking at him, doing his little stuff. I'm going down and just say, I'm not gonna do a boom, 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 boom. Like, yeah. I'm like, shit, what's up, man? It's Kansas City. He's like, shit, well, come on in, man. So I come on in. He's like, shit, man, what's going on? I was like, shit, you all right? Your stomach still hurt, man? He was like, nah, man, I just don't want to eat. I don't know, man. I said, shit. He was like, shit, Perry owed me a little money, and then shit, I guess he don't want to kind of pay me and stuff. And I was like, shit, do we? And I was like, shit, I said, shit, yeah, you shouldn't be, what I'm saying, gambling and stuff like that with these newcomers, because you already know how me and you kind of fell out. Even though me and you kind of knew each other, we kind of fell out, what I'm saying, for a few days until we kind of got back cool. So I'm sitting up here telling him, hey, sometimes you got to, what I'm saying, gamble with the people that you kind of mess with versus messing with, what I'm saying, newcomers that come in, because you don't even know how these newcomers gonna act, and whatever situation you might put them in, how they gonna, what I'm saying, flare up when it comes to certain stuff. So Mr. T's like, yeah, man, I kind of know that stuff, what I'm saying, Kansas City. I've been down so long, man, I kind of know everything that was going on and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, man. I said, but shit, if this man is talking about not paying you, and then you want to make sure that you get paid or whatever, and I ain't saying that you got to, say fuck him or whatever or anything like that. You might just have to, just cross it up. I don't know. I don't know how you gonna do it, but shit, you and him gonna have to, do something. I said, because I seen him in the library, what I'm saying, earlier, and I seen he had one of them things that you probably saw him. He was like, yeah, he was like, shit, that's what I was kind of talking about, because shit, I don't know if he gonna try to run up on me, or if I go try to confront him or whatever, because I already know what he got. And I was like, shit, that's kind of crazy, man. And he was like, yeah, man. He said, I don't know how I'm gonna play this out, Kansas City, because shit, the way that this kind of looking, it look like I'm just gonna have to just take a L and just forget about it and don't even try to, what I'm saying, do anything or whatever. I was like, yeah, that's what you probably end up gonna have to do, because shit, what I'm saying, with what's going on with him, what I'm saying, you don't never know what type of situation it is. He said, shit, I know that he ain't in no gangs or follow with them gangs, because he don't sit at their tables and stuff. He sit at the neutral table. So I know that he ain't on no type of gang stuff. And I was like, shit, he just basically trying to protect himself. And then, he just one of those individuals that came up in there and just needed one of those things to, one of those fire sticks to where he can protect himself versus, waiting on somebody, depending on somebody else to do something. He was like, yeah, man, that's what he told me. He just wanted to protect himself. He didn't want to be naked running around here like everybody else, and somebody ended up jumping on him, and then he ended up, so that's why I ended up, what I'm saying, coming up with the play to where I can kind of sell it to him and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I said, shit, you probably need to slow down on some of that stuff, because shit, you don't want everybody kind of, what I'm saying, knowing that you do that. He was like, but shit, everybody already know that I do it around the facility. So Everybody just come to me, you know what I'm saying, all the time because I know, you know what I'm saying, the Indians like that because I've been down with them for so long. He said, but you know, I keep my stuff, you know what I'm saying, all the time. You know, I ain't worried about, you know what I'm saying, what Perry gonna do or how he's running or whatever. He said, if I have to, you know, do something to him, Kansas City, man, I'll do something to him. I was like, shit, all right, man, you know. I was like, shit, man. He's like, bro, as of right now, I'm just gonna chill to myself, stay low, you know, and just kind of, you know what I'm saying, make sure that I stay on point. What I got to do is just stay out people's face for a second until everything kind of boil over or something and stuff. I was like, all right. So when I come out the room, boom, that's when Perry, he was coming down the little thing coming to his room. So when he seen me, he kind of stopped, you know what I'm saying, for a second. So I kind of, when people do that, you know what I'm saying, they got something on their mind, like, damn, man, what the, you know, shit do I have to, you know, so I was thinking to myself, shit, he might have this little thing on him or whatever. He might try to run up on me or something, so I kind of, you know what I'm saying, dip to the side or whatever, and then he start moving down, going down a little run, so I go back upstairs, you know what I'm saying, to my room, sitting up in there chopping up with my little celly, telling him, you know, hey, man, you know what I'm saying, Mr. T got himself in a little situation again. He's like, shit, man, shit, Mr. T always get himself in some situations like that, man. He said he always end up trying to gamble with somebody. They be saying that he be cheating and stuff. I said, I don't think he be cheating, man. I said, man, the manager's good, you know. He was like, yeah, man, but sometimes, you know, people say that he be cheating because he be winning so much, and I was like, shit, maybe that's just how, you know what I'm saying, shit, the man just plays. I mean, the man plays good. I ain't never seen no type of faulty stuff in him, and I've been knowing him, you know what I'm saying, from all my little bids, you know. So I know him from my first bid, I knew him from the second bid, I knew him from the third bid, and I got out, you know what I'm saying. And I got talked to him for a minute until, you know what I'm saying, you know how people in the penitentiary, we just quit writing people and stuff like that. But yeah, but yeah, I'm sitting up in there just telling him, you know what I'm saying, you know, shit, I've been knowing him, you know what I'm saying, for so long, you know, to where me and him kind of cool. I don't see no type of faulty stuff in him. And he was like, yeah, but like I said, you know what I'm saying, they was saying that he been doing all this so cheating and stuff for years, you know. And then, like I said, he said, but brought up, he said he be getting them fire sticks too, you know what I'm saying, from people. So like I said, Mr. T had a little reputation going on about himself about getting certain stuff around there to where when people did stuff, they wanted to, you know, saying get it from him because the way that he kind of moved. And then, like I said, he knew the right people. He knew the right people when it came to certain stuff like that. And if somebody wanted to protect themselves, he knew how to do it, you know. So I get up in the morning, you know, sitting up in there, you know, brush my teeth, you know what I'm saying, fire my little thing before I go to breakfast, you know. I come out the room, and when I come out the room, I'm hearing like a little commotion going on downstairs, down on the run down. You could tell because the way that the shower shoes and stuff, you know, be kind of squeaking and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because some people, like when they're in the pod, they wear they shower shoes, and when something goes off, they ain't got their boots on. So, like I said, in the penitentiary, you always got to make sure that you got your boots on if you get in some type of altercation. You don't want to be in your shower shoes, you know, when stuff like that. So I'm hearing it like the shower shoes and stuff like that going on down there. Well, I look down there, you know what I'm saying, but I don't see nothing because I can't look all the way down on the bottom tier down there by the doors. I can only look where the floor separates, you know, from the day room to the walk room. So I hurry up. I'm like, shit, let me hurry up, kind of run. I kind of run downstairs because I want to see what's going on down there. But shit, like I said, when I got down there, I ain't hear. I just heard the little commotion going on. So I'm like, shit, boom. So everybody going to child. We come back from child. And when we come back from child, that's when, you know, like I said, I don't know the whole story or whatever. But all I seen was the black suits, you know what I'm saying? They was running up on running down there to the cell house. So when we get to the cell house, they like, hey, we can't go up in the cell house. Everybody had to wait outside, you know what I'm saying, right there. You know what I'm saying, right there on the little thing. So it was getting kind of crowded out there because, like I said, you probably had about 70 inmates up in there trying to get up in the one cell house and shit right in front of the door. there's a bunch of people out there. So the guards was like, hey, I go to the yard, hang out in the yard. So we had to go out to the yard out there. So when we out there in the yard, that's when I seen Mr. T on the stretcher. Now I don't know why he was on the stretcher or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or whatever at this time. I'm just seeing him on the stretcher. I'm like, damn man, hopefully he didn't have a heart attack or nothing like that. I'm sitting up here thinking to myself, because when you see somebody come out like that, you probably thinking some type of medical stuff, because shit, I'm like, shit, damn, looking at him, I'm like, shit, I'm kind of feeling sorry for him, because I'm thinking that, what I'm saying, he probably had a heart attack or something. So then probably about 3 minutes later, that's when they seen Perry coming out, with the handcuffs and the black suits, got his hands holding in the back while one of them walking, with his little radio holding his hand and stuff. Like, I'm laughing and stuff. I'm like, shit, man, damn, man, motherfucking police, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at Perry with his head down, because shit, the way that he got his head down, he kind of smiling and stuff like he really kind of did something or whatever. So I'm like, shit, damn, man. So shit, probably about 15, 20 minutes later, after they cleaned up everything, they put us back up in there. Everybody up in the cell house, gossiping, everybody don't even know what's going on. Like I said, in the penitentiary, everybody just talk. You just got to be like, pick and choose, who you kind of talk to. But yeah, in the penitentiary, you never know what can kind of happen, I mean, the person that sold was the person that ended up shanking him, I mean, Mr. T was a cool individual. I knew, like I said, I hung with him. I kind of did everything with him and stuff like that. Me and him played dominoes. I mean, we was just up to par when it came to all type of stuff. But yeah, like I said, when you in those type of situations like that, you don't even want to get yourself involved and stuff. So, like I said, when you don't even want to go to the penitentiary or anything like that, because you never know what can kind of happen to you once you get up in there. Because some things could be good, some things could be bad. It just depends on how you want to protect yourself when it comes to certain stuff like that. But yeah, this is your boy Fats, checking in with you with another one. Y'all stay up and y'all be peaceful. Y'all stay up.